Hello, my name is Miss Stora Ngimla. I'm a life and healing coach, and today I want to talk about the 5 tips to combating jealousy in female friendships. So I actually have more than 5 tips, but we try and use keywords. So 5 tips for combating jealousy. Okay, so tip number 1 is create a safe space in your friendship. Create a space where your friends can discuss their insecurities. If someone does not feel safe, they will bottle up those feelings inside, and that is what turns into jealousy. So as female friends, we need to learn how to create spaces where our friends can tell us the truth about how they're feeling and their insecurities. If they're jealous of you, if they want something that you have, opening up that place where they feel okay to be like, you know what, I really wish that my butt was bigger, something like that, and I'm really insecure about my small butt. It sounds petty, but like, insecurities run deep, and insecurities can turn into jealousy. All right, tip number 2. If you are the person feeling jealous, the rest of my tips are actually for the person who is actually experiencing the jealousy. So there we go. If you're feeling jealous, give yourself some grace. Do not feel embarrassed. I feel like a lot of people are embarrassed that they're jealous. They want to hide it. They want to pretend it doesn't exist. But if you're feeling jealous, it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Jealousy is a normal human feeling and emotion. The most important thing is how you handle that jealousy. What do you do when you feel jealous? That is the most important thing. What person do you want to be when you feel that jealousy and you're facing it? Number 3, figure out your triggers. What tends to trigger your jealousy? Sometimes it might be men. Sometimes it literally will be your friend as a person. It could be materials and possessions. It could be relationship dynamics. It really could be anything. So you want to find your triggers. And then tip number 4, once you find those triggers, you want to address your triggers. Your triggers do not come from nowhere. They didn't pop up out of thin air. A lot of our triggers come from our upbringing, our childhood, and the things that we didn't have growing up. And so now and if you didn't have it growing up and you still don't have it, a lot of times that causes jealousy. So you want to come to peace with your childhood traumas. You want to process them. Get to the root of your triggers, because the root of your triggers is your childhood. So you want to go to the root of the problem. So then tip number 5, confront jealousy head on. Do not run from it. Do not let it fester. Address it head on. And if you do not do that, it will grow and become an ugly thing. So you want to address it full on, head on. Tip number 6, accept the fact that you are jealous of people and admit that you are feeling jealous. And accept the fact that you're feeling jealous. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie. Don't sit here and be like, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. No, you are feeling jealous, and you need to admit that, and you need to accept that, because not accepting that is a major roadblock to overcoming jealousy. Tip number 7, and my last tip, but certainly not the least tip, is you want to pray about it. When you are feeling jealous, ask God to remove that feeling from you. Ask God to grant you the desires of your heart. Remember, you ask and you shall be given. So that is true. So ask for it. Have faith that in most cases you can have the very thing that you're jealous of. And if you cannot, pray that you accept the fact that you can't, and learn to be content and happy with your life. Be happy with your life and what you have. So those are my tips, you guys. I'm also, like I said, I have coaching sessions. If you want to book a coaching session with me, if you are on Instagram or TikTok, the link is in my bio, and if you are on YouTube, the link is in the description box. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye.